What's going on, family? It's Fedarro, singer, songwriter, producer, engineer, and today I have another Pro Tools preset template. This is a very, very exciting template. It's like the other ones are my favorite. This one is, like I said on the other ones, one of my favorite. This is one of the more recent ones that I've just did. It's called OvO Conquest, and it embodies that, that whole Drizzy Drake sound, that Weekend Party Next Door sound. I've did a lot of studying and really just tried to capture the essence of what they've created. Toronto is on something big in the music industry, so let's just get right into it. So this first one is called On the Weekend, and I patterned this template after the song The Hills by The Weeknd. He uses that, I wouldn't say telephone effect because it goes a little in depth. It's like a clear telephone effect, but it's like kind of muddy. It's kind of distorted at the same time. So he does a really, really great job. He sounds really, really good. So let me just load in an example so you can hear how it sounds. And this is just me recording through a basic setup. I'm recording through a Digio 3, going through a Rode NT1A. This is and even though this is a cheap microphone, this is like one of my favorite cheap microphones. As a matter of fact, I have the TLM 103. I frequently use the U87 from one of my studio neighbors, and just sometimes I just rather go with this microphone because it cuts through. I feel like a little bit better than the U87. The TLM 103 is a great microphone as well, but not better than the old U87. But that's a different conversation. So let me load in the beat. Yeah, let me give you a call right back. I'm trying to get a flight. All right. Okay, let me just load in the beat. Okay, so we got something that we like. All right. So, like with the other presets, I have created a headroom track for you. Because generally the track is way too loud. So, I take it down, negative 10 dB. Sometimes a little bit lower than that, depending on the track. So, let's get right into it. This is the sound. So just how it has that nice doubling effect, nice stereo imaging, because if we play the song that The Hills.
Find your house, send me the info. Driving through the gated residential.
Driving through the gated residential. Certain type. It's not in the same key, but you get the picture. So if we just test this. Down the low. Oh, you ain't never did nothing like I did. You ain't never been there like I wanted you. You ain't never been there like I did. You were never there like I wanted you. You ain't never been like I said. Nothing that you acted like you ever did. You deserve a man that's a man. You deserve the world you don't understand. You deserve everything, girl. Yep, so it kind of has that doubling effect that The Hills has. Really great sound. Okay, and even when they get So the Weeknd does this really cool thing where he separates, kind of like in the hook, and it goes to more distortion on the high end. So I did that too. He uses that a lot though. He did that a lot on the tape. He did that on the Take Care album, a couple of his mixtapes. So here's I only touch you with, yeah. I only touch you. I only touch you. I only call you in, yeah. So you kind of get the point of where, you know, he was going when he did this. But so this is like, as soon as I created this kit, I had to record something instantly. I did a video where I cut a record to the same beat. So it was crazy, incredible, the sound that I was able to capture from making this template. It does require the Waves bundle, just like all the other kits in here. I have a Party Next Door kind of sound, and then the next one I want to show you all is the Drizzy template, which is a very, very exciting template. Let me load that one up. Okay. Don't say. Okay, cool. Now that we are recording again, this is the Drizzy template. Now the difference between this template is that Drake usually when he raps, he likes to do this dry run where it's not a whole lot of effect on his leads. He really doesn't do ad libs. I really haven't heard him do ad libs a lot. But when he sings, has a lot of tail on the reverb, like a medium hall type of thing. It's just really eccentric. It's really melodic. He doesn't do a whole lot vocally, but I think that's the genius part about it, because it makes a lot of his records able to connect well with people. So, you know, it was a challenge matching the kind of sound that Drake, but when I finally got it, I was just like, I got to do something with this. So here, we're just loading a simple beat. Let's see. Trying to find something. Give me some time. Give me some time. Beats. Alright, that one sounds cool. Na na na. Na 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 na. Alright. Create some headroom. So this is the track for its dry run. It really doesn't have a lot going on. You hear like a smaller bit of delay. That's just for the track. When you record over the track, it really doesn't. You really don't hear that presence of delay a whole lot. That's one thing that I did study. Yeah. Tell them everything, boy. You ain't never seen it but light. You ain't never been it down like light. Never heard a sound so dry. You ain't never rest of your life. I don't even care for it twice. I would do it all for it twice, I promise. Yeah, I'm no rapper, but you get the picture. Tell them everything, boy. You ain't never seen it but light. You ain't never been it down like light. Never heard a sound so dry. You ain't never rest of your life. I don't even care for it twice. So it cuts through nice and clear. I mean, just sounds amazing. And with the Digio 3, it's an older piece of equipment. They made this piece of equipment a decade ago, and it sounds this good. It's amazing. So it's really about, you know, how do you use it, and it's a lot about technique. Doesn't matter the amount of equipment you have, how much it costs. You know, there are small differences in, you know, converters and qualities and things that they make. But if you have good technique, then you'll be able to make a hit record with damn near everything you touch. So here's the singing channel. This is the singing channel. So Drake does this high end thing. You hear that tail from the reverb, which is on the aux that I put on. It's easily controllable. So here, I would do it all, but twice, I promise. Ha 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 ha. You ain't ever seen, but you ain't ever seen. Oh yeah, yeah yeah. And I ain't gon' promise you. 9/11. I can't promise you. No no. I ain't gon' promise you. No no. Oh yeah yeah. Tell me when that hotline bling. That could probably mean a little everything when you call me. I just love when your hotline bling. Yeah. So it has that really nice tail off in. You can hear. But you ain't never seen. Nice one. Oh yeah. Yeah yeah. And I gon' promise you. Just amazing roll off. So this is one of, and I've even added an FX channel. Kind of want to kind of mix the weekend thing in with it, but the way that Dre does the distorted sound is kind of different than, I think that 40, the producer engineer that works over at OvO, well, you know, that's like in charge of the sound, has done a really a great job of separating the sounds from Drake to The Weeknd to Party Next Door. He's given all of them kind of their own sound. So even though this one is kind of like sounds like The Weeknd's a little bit, it still has some differences in the low end and in the high end, because The Weeknd likes to preserve a lot of his high end distortion. Twice, I promise. I can promise you. So though Drake doesn't do that a whole lot, he does it just enough for me to notice, for me to do it and to put it in the pack. So that's just like, that's a little bonus that I've added with this. But this is an amazing one. I don't really have the time to show you the Party Next Door. I'll probably do that one in a separate video. But this kit is amazing. Priced really well at $249.99. So instead of getting one pack, you get 3 packs in this one template. And with the 3 separate sounds, really sounds great. As soon as I did this one, I had to cut some records. So I'm gonna probably post some of those records on YouTube, just to let you all hear some of the differences that I've did with the templates. But they sound just amazing, This template, you do, like I said with the other one, you do need the waves bundles. And I'll put the requirement list on my website, FedarroHookz.com. So if you want this kit, go to FedarroHookz.com, and I'll leave the information in the description box below. So just hit me up, man. Like, these are amazing kits. They really help if you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, or even if you're at advanced and you want to be able to get that certain sound. If you're not familiar with that type of music, this is really the shortcut. Like these templates are the shortcut if you don't know what to do with engineering. Even if you are an engineer, they're still the shortcut because you don't have to figure out as much when it comes to compression or where to go here, where to go there. So, man, I would just say just experiment with it, and you'll never know where your records could take you. So I'm Fedarro, singer, songwriter, engineer, producer. Hear me. Love y'all.